Here are 10 tips and tricks to help you become a better zombie killer in Days Gone. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed. One of the best tips I can give is upgrading the fuel tank. This is especially worth it at the start, since you'll find yourself stopping every 2 minutes, panicking that you're about to run out. I don't know about you, but even when I only use a tiny bit of fuel, I'm already searching for more. It's kind of like the classic reload on COD, when you use one bullet and you just have to reload. Investing early in this area has a huge payoff late game when you have to travel much further distances. Get the Thief in the Night ability. This allows you to get way more up close and personal with your zombie friends. It works on humans too. Without this skill, enemies seem to have bat-like hearing and you'll struggle to get a stealth kill. With the skill active, it's like the enemies have noise cancelling headphones on, and it really comes in handy when you've run out of ammo or weapons. Focus on ranged skill points. Survival and melee will come in handy later in the game, but ranged will have more of an immediate effect. I'm not saying dump every skill point into this, but the majority should be going towards it. For example, you can gain the focus ability alongside move and aim with precision, and that's within the first 2 points, and you'll use those all the way through the game. Iron grip and quick reload are key as well, which you can acquire further down the skill tree. Essentially, the majority of the ranged skills are vital to help deal with all the enemy types and make your life a bit easier. Silencers. I buy these every single time I go into camp, no matter what. Even if I've only used the current silencer by like 5%, I'll go and get a new one. If you don't have a silencer attached, zombies are attracted to the sound of your gun from a much wider distance. And if you're clearing out a checkpoint or a camp, the last thing you want to see is a bunch of freakers running down the hill to spoil the party. Buy them for every weapon as well, but especially for a sniper if you're using one. With a silencer on a sniper, you can take out a camp full of enemies and not have stepped a foot inside. 100% worth the few camp credits they cost. Click the right stick. When wandering around, be sure to click the right stick in. It will show you any items close by that you can pick up and use for crafting. I only noticed this partway through, but I use it all the time now. This really comes in handy when you want to take out some nests. As an example, if you use Molotovs to burn down the nests, then you'll need bottles, kerosene, and rags. To find these, go to an area with buildings or go to a camp and click the right stick in. Little upside down triangles will appear. These are the items that you can pick up. A lot of the times you'll find all the stuff you need to craft or whatever it is you're after, in this case Molotovs. You'll find a lot of other things too that will come in handy. Plus everyone loves to hoard stuff in their inventory. Pick the plants. This goes hand in hand with 5, as well as getting items in the built up areas. Plants are spread all over the map. You can't miss them. When biking or walking, look at the minimap and you'll see them everywhere. Different plants will allow you to craft different cocktails, herbs for health, berries for stamina, and mushrooms for focus. Really useful when you plan on taking out a horde, as they give you a boost in regen, and they also give a boost to the amount of health, stamina, and focus. You can also snag cedar saplings to make crossbow bolts, which will come in really handy at the start of the game, considering your only special weapon will be the crossbow. Nero checkpoints. This one is blatantly obvious, but these are key to getting ahead. Once you've got the generator working by finding a fuel can and topping it up, you can make your way into the station and use the injector to gain a permanent boost to health, stamina, or focus. Piece of advice on checkpoints: be sure to clear all the speakers that are dotted around first. If you haven't taken them all down and then you start the generator, they'll blast out a sound that attracts enemies to the checkpoint and you'll have to clear them before using the injector. Forget about boosting focus. This leads on from the previous tip. The small amount of focus that you have at the start, once you've acquired the skill I said earlier, is more than enough to deal with the number of enemies the game throws at you. Health and stamina should be the priority, but I'd go as far as to say stamina is even more important, especially at the start. It'll help you get back to your bike if you've taken on one too many enemies and have no ammo left. Hand in those ears. This tip is great if you're running low on camp credits. Whether you're upgrading the bike or buying a new weapon, it will cost you credits. You can gain camp credits through camp missions, but if you're just short of enough to be able to restock on ammo or top up on fuel, hand in the ears you found from killing zombies into the bounty shop and you'll get some trust and credits for doing so. This really helps for camps that aren't in a central location or that you have to travel a long way to. Usually you don't have a lot of credits saved up at these camps, so handing in the bounties can be a lifesaver. Clear those camps. Anytime you come across a marauder camp, clear it. Once you've killed all the enemies and you found a bunker, you'll be rewarded with a new crafting recipe. These recipes allow you to make better weapons and craft items that you could only loot off of enemies before. You'll also get a bunch of XP and camp trust depending on the area that you're in. The camps also tend to have lots of fuel cans, lots of items to help you craft different things, and once you've cleared it, you can fast travel to them, allowing you to cover greater distances quicker. They also allow you to advance time as they have a bunk to sleep in. There's lots of advantages to clearing them out, and it's well worth your time. Hopefully you enjoyed these tips and it'll help you progress through the game a little bit easier. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.